Yo, what's up, everybody? Let's get ready to play some Madden. But I do have an announcement to make before I play. As you can see on my the next live that is coming up this Friday, we're gonna have hopefully some special guests on Wally's News, WNNS, Wally's News. So we're going to be doing that. So that's going to be awesome. And things like that. So I'm excited. Bringing some new stuff to the bunch. So let's get ready to play some Madden. And let's get it going. I'm not staying up too late. I'm going to try to go to bed early again like I did last night. That's why there was no live. And I was on Twitch today earlier after just doing some stuff around the house. So that's why you hadn't seen me live. So I am going to get back to a schedule, but we are looking really good for the next live of Wally's new episode of gonna have some co-hosts that will be gladly coming up, and hopefully, so it's gonna be fun. It's going to be really, really fun, and it will be at 6:30 Friday. 6:30 in the evening. We're going to do it. It might be less than an hour. It might be more than an hour. I just don't know. It could be, it could be a short. Don't know the length of it yet. We'll see. We might start out with a small thing. I'm working on somebody else coming up the next Friday night. I know I don't want to do it, but I might just do a pre-record one and pop it up as a Christmas special. I know people are busy on Christmas and stuff. I thought maybe hanging out with family, you can get a good laugh at me. So let's get ready to play some Madden. And I'm really, really hoping all this goes well with the new news and stuff. So here we go. All right. All right. Oh, this is so different since I've been back on the Xbox today. It's kind of weird because it's a different setup on the Xbox. So it's this weird. I don't have the same setup that's on the Xbox on here. So let's get ready to play some Madden.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap. As it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Chicago Bears.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
That kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator and you have a script of plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
Biggie Angel.
Yo, Dustin.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Heavy rush,
Yes.
and down he goes. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Loss on the play. Brings up second down.
The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up. To the air, Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 56 yards. And the Bears need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice pass start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. They got a yard on first, 2 on second, and 3 here on third. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Sir.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. And Hurts going to move him around. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Up the middle with Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 5 yards gets them back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Barkley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Barkley again. And this time he'll get in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big ball. And they got it done.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Keeps the score, Bears 7, Eagles 6. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Looking to throw is Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he will have the Bears 1st down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Williams. Pass complete. Rome Odunze. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches. At the Eagles 20.
From the gun, here's Williams. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. Rome Odunze from 6 yards away. And the Bears are able to extend their lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for two.
The Bears will line up.
Williams going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
15, Eagles 6. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
I knew that.
Right, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Might win it
And
left.
Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Swift going to try up the middle. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Williams looking to do it himself. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He's going to look deep for more. Oh, that is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
King, Phil King, Phil King. Very set.
Saquon Barkley running right. A gain of 3, second down.
So if we've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Running again with Barkley on second down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
A gain of 9 yards. First down.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Hurts will throw. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion. And that makes this a 1-point game now. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. People were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Billy, what is it on? Stand left. LeBron. Here we go. We got Biggie Frosty. Here we go. We got Biggie Frosty. Biggie Frosty. Patty. Yes. Slam left.
Now Williams, a final shot before break. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. Having all the offense that you already referenced in the first half, he'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Down the left sideline. And he takes us all the way down to the Bears' 28. 98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Dillon not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Ball at the 6, 3rd and goal. Grigsby. And the hole closes quickly here. He can finally without the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. a 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And with it, they have taken the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Williams looking to do it himself. That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Running is Swift. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle. To throw, Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. But he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partners, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw. Williams looking to do it himself. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. 4th down and 8. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. Santos' kick is up and through.
Plenty of time.
A little over a minute to play. They have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Here's first down. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He'll look to throw. Pass complete. Goddard. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Easy peasy.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
TJ Edwards on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Bears' 36-yard line.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This will be from 53 for the win. This looks good.
It is good. Yep.
He hits it from 53 yards out. And the Eagles are going to win the football game. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Yes, sir. All right. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody in chat. Now, like I said, this is going to be a really, really short live. So, all right. This is going to be a really, really short live. We're going to do one more. I'm just going to do 2 games tonight. I don't think there's going to be a live tomorrow night to see how I feel and how it goes. Because I got to get up early Thursday and kind of get some stuff done. It's getting close to Christmas, you know, everybody. So.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57. As it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Chiefs take over first down teams at their own 20-yard line.
Sunday. Hey, 37.
Right to the air is Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Phillips collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
The slot man in motion right. Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, 77 yards. And the Chiefs take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That good for 22 and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack. Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
2nd and 10.
Bill King.
At the 39-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. 3rd down and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43.
And the Eagles first down.
A handoff to Barkley. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32.
12 more yards. That's another Eagles.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 31 yards. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7.
Jake Elliott taking off for Philadelphia.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
These two teams all tied after one. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Mahomes going to change things up.
Hey, 43, 15. 15. 15.
Second and 6. Mahomes will do it himself. That one caught by Rice. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. The wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Barkley inside handoff. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
39-yard line.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it.
There we go.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
First and 10.
Now Saquon Barkley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
It's a loss of 2.
Throwing his Hurts. To the right side and into the hands of the tight end Granson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley pushing his way through. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in this first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2.
Chiefs 14.
He's just scratching his head. That size.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Second and 7 at the 34-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Up the middle with Barkley. Get a 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now it's Barkley. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end over the middle. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley.
Yes, sir.
This one in for an Eagle touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Eagles will set up for the
Let's go. Trimmer.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this half.
Give me another turnover. Give me that another
So they're trying
turnover
to make
paint.
every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes.
Thank you.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Yeah.
Picked up by Reed Blankenship. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They'll run with a good back, A.J. Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
4 yards.
On second down, another run
Thank
for
you.
Dillon.
I'll take that automatic
Take this
first
close
down.
to a first down at the Chiefs' 40-yard line.
I'll take it.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
On second down, another run for Dillon.
Easy money.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Dillon. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go in the backfield.
All right.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Dillon up the middle. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
14 yards. That's another Eagles first down.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
Running right, here's Dillon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he's here for the Eagles touchdown. A.J. Dillon punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with the touchdown run.
It's complete, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. No one wants to hit the panic button just yet. Points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. But Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because
Yes,
you
sir.
want to get the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And it is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Yellow. I'm the Wooly.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Mahomes now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. They'll be caught by Rice. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm sure that was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he'll take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for two.
The Chiefs will set up for the two-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. We've played three quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker to kick
Butker
off
now to
14
kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's second down, another run for Dillon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 3rd and 9 here.
It's 3rd and 9.
Great, set. 180.
They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd and 11 now. A give for Dillon running right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. 2 running plays go backwards. So what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? And he's got his man. It's the tight end gunner. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
36 yards.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
3-yard line. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This is 1st and 10. Mahomes will throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point.
They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further.
Easy peasy, it's over.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And all the Chiefs have it.
Oh,
So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
And this one is incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here's Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Mahomes to throw it. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Kansas City Chiefs.
43. I don't need to.
Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Yellow.
Now Patrick going to change the play. Mahomes will do it himself. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a quick read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
One final try for Mahomes. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably should have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
All right, everybody. I am going to be getting out of here. I was just going to do 2 games. Yes, Wally is just doing 2 games tonight. So that was pretty awesome. So I just want to say peace. I just want to say too sweet. I'm excited for Friday. I'm real excited for Friday. Just want to say peace, too sweet, and good night, y'all.